Behind the Counter is sponsored by
Hover.com, domain names made simple. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. And by Stitcher Radio. Listen on the go via the Stitcher mobile app. For more information, go to stitcher.com/GFQ.
All right, everybody's heard the word, and the word is Behind the Counter. That's Jonathan Adler. I'm Rich Stamboli, and we're going to talk to you about comics. Oh. What's going on, man?
What's up?
I'm still tired from the weekend.
I still feel like I have an infection in my body that will never get clear.
Yeah, that's what Comic-Con will do to you, man.
Yeah.
I have something like simmering on the surface, and I just hope I get it out of me by like the weekend.
They usually have to take that off the top of the soup with a wooden ladle, and just take it off and just put on the top.
I think we would have been worse off if we had the Korean barbecue. Did that mess up Bobby, by the way?
Of course it messed up Bobby.
Okay.
How do you have Comic-Con Korean barbecue and not have it mess you up?
It's not a knock on Koreans at all, because Korean food is delicious.
No.
But not at the con.
Would you get an empanada at
Oh, absolutely not.
Would you? I watched a guy get an empanada at 7-Eleven. I got really sad for him.
Don't do it, bro.
Like, it's bad enough they have pizza there that's been sitting there like half the day, but
Yeah.
to get an empanada that you have no idea what's inside of it.
The last time
More
I had,
empanadas.
the last time I had food from 7-Eleven was after a night of drinking, and I decided to get like the hot dog with
Ugh.
like the beef hot dog with like everything on it.
There's only one thing you can get there.
I was in the toilet in about half an hour, like through the vocal passage.
There's only one thing that you should get in 7-Eleven when it comes. If you're gonna get food, you can get drunk food.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the taco shit. You know, like the meat.
The taquitos?
No. Just like, you know, when you get like it's like just ground meat.
Oh yeah,
the chili
yeah.
meat, and then you put it on like taco crap, and then
Yeah.
you.
Well, they have those, what are those? Those roll things that they have.
They have mini tacos now. It's like 4 for $1, and they like taquitos. Taquitos, which is the natural Spanish word for small taco.
Fast Dave 17. I hope that's a joke. Ethnic food at Comic-Con is not delish.
Ethnic food at Comic-Con should D-ish.
That's the ish.
The ish. It is the ish.
So
They have a really good Indian food in the middle of the place.
Oh my god!
there was a.
I think that's for like the amateurs that go there like the first year to get broken into.
Ooh, the curry.
Oh, look, they have curry.
More curry, please.
Ooh, chicken.
They
curry.
serve it out of a burning dumpster.
It's actually the cars that they had in the back were actually turned on, and they were just frying food up on the engine block.
Those are small dogs.
You want eggs?
That's what Comic-Con should do. Comic-Con should put the bums that surround Javits to work in Javits for those 3 days and just create like the fun foods for everybody to come in. You know?
What's a fun food?
You know, like
space age ice cream?
eggs on the eggs on the carburetor.
I don't know if that's fun food. I wouldn't put that in the fun food. I thought like fun food is like Play-Doh.
The guy, yeah, that's true. The guy who plugs the hose into the exhaust and then takes the other end and puts it into the driver's side.
That's fun food.
That's
That's a good time.
That's dark comic. That's actually the steampunk con.
Someone in the chat room says the Korean barbecue look exactly like the Philly cheesesteak, only $4 cheaper.
It is, and there's a
That's
hot
true.
dog in there too. For some reason, it's like a hot dog bonus.
For a 3447, were you at the con? It's gonna take a while. So,
yes.
So we're being interactive today.
Yes.
So how was it?
It was good.
It was good.
I
It was a
liked
good
it.
time. It was a good time. You do definitely feel like an old man by the time you leave there. Like my hip hurt.
Oh yeah.
Like Saturday morning, I could not get out of bed.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like my back was not functioning at all.
Mhm.
I think I still have some weird virus inside my body.
Yeah.
Like not so much here, but more about here and like here.
You're gonna be like you're gonna become like John Hurt from Alien.
I didn't have any. I think that's Bobby.
I think it's Bobby too.
Yeah, it is.
Can you change your name to Bobby? Can you change your name to our friend
It's not-
Bobby?
It's just gonna confuse him.
Don't crash your computer.
I can print a bagel out of my computer.
he's got 3D printer.
I think it was one of the better cons that we've had.
Yeah, it was fun.
I just can't believe how long we were there.
It was fun. We shot so much footage, and we're gonna show it to you guys tonight. We did some word association with a lot of the awesome cosplayers. Again, thank you very much for being entertained by us. Honestly, and like this is like a pat on our shoulder. As modest as I could say this, I feel like after we got done talking to people, we kind of brighten up their day for the most part.
Yes,
for the most part.
Well, come on, like it's either you talk to us or you get some weird Spanish guy circling you for about 2 hours like a hungry cheetah.
Señorita, I don't even like comic books, man.
Or a weird Orthodox Jew that might blow you up.
That's true. There was, you know what? Like, I think that guy was on the prowl for some booty.
Check out my one eyebrow. I'm a dirty bomb.
The only two people, and I think you're gonna agree with me on this. The only two people that really didn't look amused by us were the Lady Loki and the Lady Thor.
They hate our guts.
They did not want. They thought we were gonna like saddle them in a van somewhere and drop them off and do something dirty to them.
They were worried. They were completely worried about number one, making themselves look like asses. Which too late. You have a beard. Yeah. You're a woman with a beard. Two, they are exactly the epitome of what Tumblr is. As we walked away from them, there was some girl that came up and said, "Can I talk to you? I saw you on Tumblr today." Oh, that was us. We were on Tumblr today.
That's a good impression of them, too. But
no,
they were the only one. We were so
miseries.
We were so sweet to everybody. Like, hey, do you mind? Like, yeah, sure. What's this for? Like, oh, we do a show. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's great. Okay, cool. Is this gonna be on TV? Like, yeah, it's gonna be on the internet.
Yes, it's on TV.
It's gonna be on the internet. Like, we're really sweaty. Just talk to us for 2 minutes, and they did. A lot of people were just like absolutely sure. And people are gonna see this on the tape later. Like the guy there was an awesome Dr. Roxo from Metalocalypse and a lady Dr. Roxo. And when they
were insane.
They were nuts. No.
He was very normal. She was insane.
He was normal, and when we got his attention, he was like fending people off, being like,
"I'm doing an interview.
I'm an interview. Talk to me, guys. What do you got? What do you got for me?" I think your most hated guy at the con was the Marty McFly. The world.
I hate that dude.
The world's most preeminent Marty McFly guy.
McFly. This dude walks by me about 300 times during the course of the day. And just like checking his watch and doing finger points, blasting Huey Lewis out of his book bag, and it's like, hey, like, dude, you're not. You only did it as a comb over and put on a inflatable vest.
Yep,
that was it.
I wonder if he got paid for that.
He didn't get paid
because he was getting introduced by a DeLorean. Like, take a picture with the impersonator.
They're doing him a favor.
Yeah,
they just grab that guy. Like if they're Scooby Doo, they're grabbing the Scooby Doo and saying you're the most prevalent Scooby Doo impersonator in the country.
Awesome.
There was a Scooby Doo impersonator there.
I didn't see Scooby Doo. There was looking at like all the stuff from like Comic Resources and Newsrama and Comics Alliance. We got maybe 10%.
Yeah, doesn't it make you disappointed when you see the costumes that you didn't get a chance to see?
The Mass Effects.
The Mass Effect. Like we saw no Mass Effects. That crazy Mr. T with the rocket launcher. Just really good ones. There were so many. I was saying outside how at one point it was a lot of Venom and Carnages, like many years ago, but now they're all Deadpools.
Yeah, all Deadpools.
You can't walk 5 feet without going to running into a Deadpool.
So was that the number one costume?
Absolutely.
And what was it last year?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Tons of Austins.
Kevin Nash
unintentionally.
There's a bunch of ball guys.
There's a bunch of ball guys at Beer Valley.
Stone Cold E.T.
It wasn't really Stone Cold. It was the Will Sasso Stone Cold impression, basically. For any Mad TV fans.
That's such an obscure reference.
All 5 of them.
Sorry.
There's a lot of Mad TV people out there.
Are there?
Yeah.
Phil Lamar, he was at the con. He's one of them. He's a fan of his own stuff. From what I hear.
People like me.
There was some really cool costumes. We'd missed a chance to get that awesome Booster Gold, who had the skeets on like a string.
Yeah, Bleeding Cool was had him under lock and key.
True. And we missed. Did you see that awesome Scorpion?
No.
There was
like Scorpion Mortal Kombat or Scorpion
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
he
got so disappointed.
I saw.
There's never a Scorpion from Marvel Comics.
No, that's too hard. It's really hard. There was this dude, and like I saw like he was blasted everywhere. Mad pictures of him, jacked up dude, awesome costume, and he had a sculpted spear that was attached to his wrist.
What?
Yeah. So like when he was,
have the white eyes.
Yeah. The whole 9, white eyes, black face, awesome looking costume, he had like tattoos and everything. And whenever he would take a picture, he would just extend it so it looked like somebody was like getting overheared. Yeah,
getting overheard. It's a verb. Well, weren't they the same dudes that were inside the turtle tunnel?
No, those guys stunk.
All they do is stay straight, and then they attack people.
Tell us about the turtle tunnel.
Oh, so
Day one Turtle Tunnel.
Day one. So the way that it's laid out, they have the big airplane hangar of the main area where the shit goes down, and then they moved RS Alley into the armpit of the arena,
which was like an actual airplane hangar. Pretty much.
It was. You could land like a small plane there, which is actually, I guess some people really loved it. We just didn't like going that far because we were tired.
It was way on the other side of the building.
And then there's No Man's Land, which we didn't quite understand what the point of that was.
Yeah.
That other area, which was usually that was normally the area for big retailers.
Yeah.
For like you would get like some. I think Mattel was there a few years back. Some other big retailers. Some of the more indie people were there, and they definitely were there.
That's where the art stuff was and the anime stuff was last year.
Yes, but you actually had to walk through a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer to get through there.
They made a big sewer pipe. Yeah.
It was this big sewer pipe, and you'd see like there was 4 Ninja Turtles that would show up every hour or so. That would take pictures right in front of it, and Michelangelo couldn't stop moving his head, just like
with like a painted on smile on like his foam costume.
He looked nuts. Like that was one of the first we saw on day one. And I'm like, as we're walking through this tunnel, we had a friend of ours there, Rodrigo. We run into every single time. What up, Rodrigo?
What's up, Rodrigo?
And we walk through, but the thing is, as we're walking through, I'm like, this is going to be the worst disaster when it gets really crowded.
Oh,
sure
yeah.
enough, many times you're like about to walk into the sewer, and we're like, it's Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like Holland Tunnel, like an accident happened in the middle,
Yeah.
and just backed up.
What was in the basement where we were for Blog World?
The big celebrity signings and a couple of vendors.
That place was sad.
I thought it was like my boots still there.
Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars,
Yeah.
$125 for an autograph.
No, thank you.
Oh. How about Vader?
Oh, really?
Oh, do the Vader
You
story.
didn't hear about this?
No.
All right, so check this out. It's not a horrible story, and
Yeah.
I'll put it out to the audience there. I'm a huge Vader fan, and I don't know if you're a big Vader fan at all. No, you're like kind of like a Vader fan, right?
By the way, with
Not Darth Vader.
just to say this about Vader, he did beat up Harley Race that same
Hey,
day.
told me.
Harley Race punched Vader right in the face apparently.
And Harley Race
next
is
Take
in a
it
day.
easy,
wheelchair.
guys. Take it easy.
Wrong show. Sorry. so anyway, so I'm like, oh, awesome. In No Man's Land, what we were just talking about, they used it for the pseudo celebrity signing. So you had Mini-Me, you had Kevin Conroy, you had a couple of weird chicks, you
Yeah.
had
Great to have a Valentine.
and the
Virgil.
Great. Virgil was there?
And Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
who was
Really?
the tannest.
He was disgusting. He just was like, both him and Greg the Hammer Valentine were standing in their booths, standing up. No one stands up in this thing if you're going to be behind a table. With his, bow tie,
Fanny pack.
his thing opened up, all greased up, tan as all hell, staring at your soul.
Who,
Oh,
Beefcake?
Beefcake.
But I thought he's like 400 pounds now.
Nah,
No.
man, he's all juiced up.
He's
Really?
jacked up. Dude,
Yeah.
he's as tan as a wood floor. Like, this dude was mahogany.
Guy's in the same shape he was in the 80s.
You're
Yeah.
kidding me. No, I saw pictures of him and he was like super fat a couple years ago.
Nah, man, not anymore.
I didn't want to meet their eyes. We walked by them. I thought they were going to try to fight us. Anyway, so we look across the table. What's her name from who won the Diva Search was there. I forgot. Ashley Massaro.
Yeah, I've interviewed her.
And she's there.
She's useless.
Okay. And a couple other people. And then we see the back of Vader. So we're like, all right, let's go over there. Nobody's around this guy, by the way. Nobody's there. He's sitting down. I go up to him. I'm like, hey, man, big fan, blah, blah, blah. Awesome to see you. And kind of shakes my hand, says, thanks, dude, and goes about his business. I think he was doing his taxes or writing a bunch of checks.
Who is this?
Vader.
Oh.
Or he brought like just a bunch of work with him, and he was doing it at the table. So his handler jumps in the way, and he's like, hey, you want to talk to the big man, huh? We're like, yep. And he's like, all right, I'll tell you what, you want to take a picture with him? We're like,
And he also has the big Vader helmet on the table.
Yes, he has the
The
armor.
Mastodon, right?
The armor, yeah. So that's sitting there. He's got a bunch of really awful 8x10s, and which were not even enticing at all. Just like really weird pictures of him,
Yeah.
like that look like fan shots.
From like WCW.
And he's
Yeah.
wearing the under mask.
Yeah, he's wearing the Vader mask, and
and like street clothes.
and really soft hands, by the way.
Like Coco?
So kinda. And she gave me a real handshake though. Sorry, Coco. So his handler's just like, hey, you want a picture with the big man? I'm like, yeah, cool. He's like, all right, so pictures at $20. I'm like, with my camera? He's like, yeah, take your camera, take a picture. I'm like, all right. What else you got? He's like, autographs, $20 too. You get an 8x10. Like, all right, man. Let me tell you about this deal we got going on. You get your picture, right? $20. You get your autograph, another $20. It's $40 right there.
But another
right?
8, it'll change your oil.
You get the armor, another $40. I was like, he'll wear it for $40. It's like, no, you get
You'll
to
wear
wear
it.
it for $40.
You know, I would have done it.
I know
Really?
you would have.
So we're talking, 20, 20, 40. We're talking $80. I'll give you a great deal on the show. And this is about 4:00 on Thursday on professional day. Nobody's in this place.
Nobody's there.
Nobody's there. This is like the first deal basically. And this guy's a terrible bargainer or what do you call
Haggler?
it? Haggler. So he's like, I'll give you
And a
$10
handler.
off. So $70, you get the full package. I'm like, I don't think so, man. And he's like, he goes like this. He's like, that deal won't last forever. I'm like, maybe we'll come back another day. He's like, he might not be here. Tomorrow he's going to New Jersey to wrestle.
Rahway.
Rahway. He's like, we're in Jersey. Rahway. All right, cool. And he did like this was like
To wrestle.
thing.
To wrestle.
Not like this or like anything like that. He was just like
Wrestle. Meanwhile,
Wrestle.
while this is all going on, I'm taking pictures of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you documented all this.
So he's snapping Vader.
What would have happened if you just walked by and you just took a picture of Vader?
That's what I did.
Adam took a picture, that yawning picture
Yeah.
of him, and Vader turned around and was like, "You're cheating me out of money, bro."
Oh God.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Vader's also drinking a gigantic squirt bottle of piss.
Oh.
Like legit, like definitely. There is no yellow in the world like what he was drinking. Very distinctive yellow.
They give Vader the nuclear Gatorade.
He's like Bear Grylls. He's like the Bear Grylls of the wrestling world.
Or he's like Honey Boo Boo. He's got like the pop juice or whatever it's called.
Go-go juice.
The go juice.
I need this to live.
The Vader go juice. It's caffeine, apple juice, a little bit of pee. And what was that? Like that Puerto Rican stuff they took off the market not too long ago?
For Loco?
For
Yep,
Loco.
For Loco.
Skull and market. It's all in Vader. You can actually pump Vader, like drill him, and you can get Four Loco coming out of his belly.
So it's not a knock on Vader, but like that.
It's a knock on Vader.
I feel like that guy should have known better to be like, listen,
It's Comic-Con time.
It's the
What if
first
you
day.
wanted to interview Vader there? What if you wanted to be like,
we
hey, can I
passed.
get
Let
an
me tell you
interview?
about interviews. We had plans for interviews.
Yeah.
And we were about to kick it off. And we were talking to Tony Moore.
Oh yeah, which would have been awesome.
Tony Moore is the original artist and co-creator of Walking Dead.
And he was the original artist on Fear Agent too, with Rick Remender.
Yeah. We mentioned Fear Agent more than anybody else in the world.
Fear Agent.
So we're walking around. He's not in RS Alley because I think RS Alley would tear him apart because of his bad blood with Kirkman. And we're walking around. We see him. He's in the middle of the freaking con by himself.
Full corner booth. Yeah.
Full corner booth, completely by himself with three of his cronies. And we're like, hey, can we do an interview real quick? He's not busy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's like, how long is it going to take? I'm like, 2 minutes, no problem.
Sure.
He's like, cool, fine. And then immediately this like, bulbous creature, like woman thing just says like, I've been telling everyone, no interviews. You can't do any interviews. And he just doesn't even say a word. And we're just like, all right, man.
Yeah. You know what? I had my mind speech.
Publicists
in my
are the
head
worst people
today for that situation, which would have been like if I wasn't so disappointed by that and like, all right, I'm just gonna move on, dude. Because at that place, it's like, no, okay, later. But on the other end of the spectrum, I was thinking about it this morning. Was listen, lady, like this, like Comic-Con becomes this weird mythical quest for people where you get one opportunity a year. It's like it's the solar eclipse of fandom where you have one opportunity a year if you're in the area to talk to somebody you like. And for you to turn around and say, no, go away on behalf of somebody else. Number one, that's screwed up. Number two, he should have stood up and said, hey, listen, let me talk to these guys. You know?
Well, I think the reason why he didn't want to talk, or at least why she didn't want to let him talk, was because he was afraid of a question about Kirkman and the lawsuit, which is settled. Like, I wouldn't.
You know what you do in that situation? You say, listen, I have no problem doing the interview. I just can't talk about Kirkman.
Fine, yeah.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I would have been happy with that, but it was just so deflating and just like, you know what? We were just using this to make up for 2 minutes time.
Yeah.
We're in front of your booth. If you're not going to break my heart if you say no to me, but like, I would have liked him say no to me.
Yeah.
Not your publicist.
Yeah, or whoever, his art dealer, whoever that was.
Yeah.
They're the worst type of people.
It's probably his art dealer.
Yeah, because
even worse.
But you're absolutely right. I'm not defending her in any way, but yeah, they're probably afraid of those questions of like, so tell us what happened, Robert Kirkman didn't try to eat you.
I don't care. It didn't cross my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see what he said when I said daddy.
Yeah, like I'm sitting, I'm like looking at the situation. I'm like, this guy's literally gonna say to you, Africa, Black Punisher, Scooby Doo, pizza, and that's it.
That's it. We're gonna walk away.
So Tony Moore, you owe us one if you're watching.
You owe us a lot.
I heard you're a huge fan.
He's in the room right now. He's GFQ 2851.
That was me. Live and hard. It's his alter ego. And you know what? I met the dude before. Like, I got like a print from him a couple of years ago, a Fear Agent print, and he like signed it, whatever. And it was really nice. But you know, it's weird. So what else did we come across that was?
Well, let's tell them what we did. We didn't even really go into like what our plan was.
Tell them what we did.
Well, we had some lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We made our feet hurt.
Yep.
What we did basically was, last year we just shot a lot of interviews and try and get some weird stuff out of people. It didn't really work out well. I think we got some good footage, but nowhere close to what we did this year.
Yeah, we got we got interviews last year.
Yeah.
You know.
Rich came up with a great idea of let's play word association with the cosplayers. So while we walked around, we made up a nice little list of funny little words, and we went up to cosplayers and fans and just threw out a whole list of words to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it worked.
It was awesome.
It didn't. I feel like it didn't really make people uncomfortable in as much as like we come across as very jovial guys, and it wasn't like like a lot. Like what makes what we're gonna show the clip in about like I would say like 10 minutes maybe. Yeah. What kind of made it for me is hearing your snickering and laughter. And like that made them laugh, and I'm laughing, and everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a great time. You know,
it was I think when we walked away from everybody, like first what we do is like, oh, do you mind if we interview you? And they're like, oh, sure. Mm-hmm. It goes, well, Rich is gonna ask you a couple questions, which is gonna be about how uncomfortable you are, and then I'm gonna come in and do word association. They're like, oh my god, I gotta use my brain, and they were willing to go through it. No one really told us like no at that point.
Yeah,
I usually thought that we would actually get some.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, at that point when I say word association, like I can't use my brain. Yeah. But they all loved it, and then when we walked away from them, they loved it. They definitely wanted to check it out.
Did anybody ask you what's that?
No, thankfully no.
What?
They are half of what word association is.
Oh, okay.
What's that? I explained to them most of it. I say like I'm gonna say words, and then you're gonna respond to those words
with other words, with your words,
as fast as possible.
What was also really cool was that I think like the Prometheus people #Prometheus Blu-ray. By the way, I think they were like official Prometheus people. They were right. It was like two cute chicks in lab coats and like a dude who looked like I didn't watch the movie yet.
He was one of the engineers from Prometheus, which is a gigantic albino man.
It was like this giant dude.
He was huge,
full makeup. Like this guy's all muscle. Who actually ended up being like a really nice dude until like you saw him yelling.
Yeah, he was yelling. Someone caught him on camera in the middle of the lobby. Like the dude's completely bald, diesel as all hell. Like one of the best buys I've ever seen on a human being. Wearing a little loincloth and Keds, white Keds. And he had to stay in character the whole thing. He wasn't allowed to talk to people, wasn't allowed to talk on camera. Yeah. And he was in the middle of the lobby on a cell phone yelling at somebody, probably his agent, saying like, what am I doing here for 10 hours a day? Yelling at like people like this, oh, can we take a picture? Go away! Go away! So you got this alien man just like shooing people away. No!
She was a giant.
But it was amazing also because the make when I shook his hand, you felt the makeup, it's like Plaster Palace.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm saying?
Plaster of Paris.
Paris Palace.
Palace.
Plaster Palace.
You want to take that guy to the Plaster Palace?
But he was like, it felt like, it was stiff. So when he spoke to us, he just like made oaths. So I'm picturing him with yelling at people, just like,
the words aren't coming out right. So like the first day we John snaps a picture of all of them, and I snap a picture with them and John.
Amazing.
And this guy, British guy, shows up with like totally suited out. He's like, oh, by the way, if you're going to social media that, just remember to hashtag it #Prometheus Blu-ray.
Did you?
No, I did. I posted on Instagram, and he like his comment was like, "Don't forget Prometheus Blu-ray #."
Listen, sometimes in life there are rules. You gotta follow.
You gotta hashtag them things.
He's not gonna find the pictures if he doesn't type in the hashtag.
It'll look good.
So we caught up with them.
If he couldn't talk, how was he yelling at his agent?
I don't know.
He was trying to probably find a quiet corner.
Yeah, you picked the wrong place in the lobby, looking like a freak of nature.
Do you think Powder grew up, baby? Do you think one of the chicks was holding his phone?
No, it's in his butt.
It was that prison.
Get him more little razor.
First day out the joint, and I got to deal with this. So we caught up to them, and we were like, "Come on, dude, you got to do this." And he's like, "Oh no." And he was excited, and they were like, the cute like British girl was like he can't talk. We have to talk for him. We're like, "Come on, dude, really?" And he was like, "Right." But if
legally, they said legally he can't do it.
Right,
legally
you can't do it because hashtag Prometheus Blu-ray can't do anything. But he was a good sport, and you'll only see like one clip of them and what we're gonna show you, but in the actual like 2-minute thing, like he's laughing his ass off. He's chuckling at all the cosplay, and he gave me a very stellar pound.
Oh, he gave me a full shake. It was like 2 hands came over my hand.
And you're not a small guy either. This guy,
no, I got a big hand.
This guy was gigantic.
Yeah, he was like, and I, like when people see pictures of him, they think that it's like maybe like latex, something like that. Like that dude is tremendous. That guy's in tremendous shape.
He did the. Go ahead.
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah. Well, they also gave him like the weird bulbous head.
Yeah. Maybe. Looks like Mark Strong.
Yeah. Maybe he did the ab thing with the grid, the ab grid.
What the Australians use on Big Brother.
So like that was awesome. It's like all the good stuff is kind of sinking in at this point, I guess. We saw some funny stuff. The weird thing is like I really feel bad. I really feel bad for the girls. Because it's like
the harassment.
Like if you're not from New York, this is gonna sound really racist, but it's like the Puerto Rican Day Parade almost.
Oh yeah, worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, because you get because you're almost asking for it more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think they're asking for it. I think it's a place where you should be respecting these people because they are taking the time to give us amazing eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
So don't mess it up because eventually it's gonna get banned.
Yeah.
But like the social retardation that goes along with this of just like the camera phones and. The following.
What are they doing? Like, what did they do to them?
Butt shots.
All butt shots. Not even like, hey, can I take your picture? But like,
which they will do for you.
Yeah.
And they'll show you their butt.
Yeah, if you ask.
Yeah, can I take a picture of your butt? Okay.
All right. This is weird, but sure.
I'm wearing a G-string. I'm gonna show you my butt.
Yeah, but there's guys like on the picture I posted before, like that the part about that interview was just like she was telling us about how guys are like just shooting her butt all day, and it was that one dude who was like,
I didn't even notice that.
Like, boom, like snapping photos left and right of these like poor sweet girls.
And then we're interviewing people, during the course of the day. It's great because we do draw a crowd sometimes when we do this, and we got some good responses for it. But you also get you see us talking. Mm-hmm. I have there's some type of and then you get people like, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture?
Yeah.
Like, yo,
with the full hand extension too,
like you see we're communicating right now. Like,
it's like a lot of those guys just had that invisible pane of glass that they were like pressing their hand against. Like, come on.
It's total tunnel vision. Like the whole time that they're there, they're just like, where's the stuff I can buy? Where's the butts I can look at?
Exactly. Listen, I'm not making us out to be heroes or anything like that too, because both of us were like craning our necks a lot of times. It
was my dream world.
Yeah, you got it.
A lot of fake red hair.
I know.
A lot of fake red hair.
The Redhead's Popcorn and Turtle Tunnel were your weekend.
It was.
And the weirdness of the texture of the floor at like certain points.
Yeah, when like when they have sinkholes, like in like certain parts of Florida, where it's just like you see the grass just fill up with water. It's like a weird waterbed. It feels like that sometimes with no give.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is the worst carpet.
Yeah,
at the Javits
ever.
Yeah. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. It's just this weird, like you're stepping on like a really deflated pillow kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get no traction of it. That's why you get like weird aches and pains at the end of the day. If you're walking around that place for like 7 hours.
You know why they do that? To slow you down.
No.
Yeah. It's convention thing.
Is that scientific answer?
Yeah.
Why would they want to slow you down?
Because then you spend more time with the vendors. You spend more time in the place.
Vendors. No one buys it. I don't think anyone buys anything at these things.
I saw a lot of.
They go exclusives.
Yeah. Exclusives.
I mean, I know we've worked it and we've sold a great deal, but when you buy something, you want to get the hell out of there and move it to your car. Like you want to walk around with like a $300 statue.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
He's real.
Black Wolverine.
And he's here. No Black Wolverines.
I'm so disappointed.
I want to see a Black Wolverine. I want to see a black maskless Wolverine.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
With the hair and the whole nine, but like Kid and Play shaped, like Afro style.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Trevor, if you're watching next year.
Trevor hates that.
I hate that.
He would. We got to visit Trevor Charles at the Kickstarter booth too, which was cool. We didn't interview him though.
I ran into him and I was telling him about all the racism that I encouraged during the course of the week. One of my big words, my big finisher, my landing for almost all the word associations was Africa, because you get to watch people's brains
just
turn. Because I go very quickly, and just like, you see like Africa, and then you see like the gears grind of like. Black people. I don't want to say black people.
Racism.
So I tell Trevor this. He's like, "Of course you're gonna bring the worst out in people."
That's a terrible Trevor impression.
Trevor, if you're listening, that does not sound like you at all.
To John, it does.
Trevor is one of the most well-spoken people I've ever met.
He is, regardless
of race.
He really is. That's the thing too, where it's like, we're not. I hope we're not racist. There's no, but it just brings out that weird like. Kind of like there's that, and then like cosplayers are racist, and cosplayers just want to have sex. They're KKK members.
They are very racist, and they are horny. I mean, like, I think we were shocked. One of the edits we have to do is just all the sex references.
Oh my god!
I mean, I was a 15-year-old kid at one time. I was an 18-year-old kid at one time. Yeah. I never met women that said outwardly sex. Sex.
What do you think they would have said if you said Puerto Rican?
Delicious.
Yeah, something like that. It would have been amazing.
They were all into it.
Sure.
It was also like I was telling you, man, like we didn't go to that high school.
Yeah. It was also great too whenever I'd bring up the if I was talking to a black guy, I wouldn't say Black Punisher. I sometimes I would. Africa I wouldn't use it with them. I'd use Lebanon.
Yeah.
And then they would like just blank out completely.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on in Lebanon? Are we at war with them?
Polynesian Spider-Man.
Was
a good one. And
Filipino Spider-Man.
Asian Thor,
Tranny Wonder Woman. Yeah. They loved Tranny Wonder Woman.
Can we get this clip running?
Yeah, let's get it going.
All right.
You want to get it going?
Let's get it going. All right, everybody. This is John and Rich at Comic-Con for Behind the Counter. This is the first of probably a couple of these that we're going to do.
30 of these. we have like the.
By the way, can I just say before I start it, this picture, just this still sums up the entire video.
She was great.
She was amazing.
She had like a hard Boston accent too.
Penis.
I got hit in the head, Era.
Vagina.
Era.
They're all.
Era. We all sound like Kennedy's era.
Before we cue this up, thank you everybody. If you're watching, thank you for being in this. You're all sweethearts.
I want to marry all of you.
Even not Asian Thor, not Lady Thor and Loki.
No
you guys were okay, but come on, seriously, bring it next year.
Lighten up.
Yeah, lighten up.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Yep.
Let's go.
You kill the mics. Get
the mic.
So, two whales walk into a bar, right? Bartender, no, I'm just kidding.
I'll do it.
Is that a real joke? Because I want to hear it. It's a real joke, but it's not appropriate for Comic-Con.
Yeah, it is.
How's the Comic-Con been for you so far?
Comic-Cons is really fun. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, I was really excited to see a lot of the costumes that finally came out, like a little later during the day.
Best thing I've seen so far. Actually, there was this lady, I don't know what she was wearing, but did you see the huge, like, it looked like a giant turd.
Mustache.
Huh? Comic-Cons.
Word association?
Yeah, man. Cosplay.
Awesome.
Cosplaying. Mustache.
Hipster.
Panda bear.
Panda what?
Panda bear.
That panda.
Black Punisher.
Dong.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Comic-Con.
Comics. Sex.
I'll buy that for $1. What's going on, guys? I'm Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Baseball.
Rodrigo. Tentacles. Rodrigo.
Pablo.
Rodrigo.
Puerto Rico?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo?
Rodrigo.
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 Rodrigo? One of my old targets.
Rodrigo.
Guy I had sex with? A-Rod?
Who the fuck is Rodrigo?
Are you Rodrigo?
No.
That's right. Which one of you is Gandalf?
Nutty.
So, is this your first day at Comic-Con?
Yes, this is my first time ever. So I'm a Comic-Con virgin.
Right on.
Today.
Hope it's not too painful.
Kind of like it.
Comic-Cons.
Introduce yourself.
Oh!
That's the signal.
My name
In the industry, that's the signal.
my
Haley, that was the signal.
Africa.
Black people.
Pizza.
Weird.
Comic-Con.
Girls.
Pineapple. 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 Pineapple.
Sex! Bacardi! Boner!
Cosplay. Girls.
Take me.
Mistake. Abortion. Nightmare. Have you been approached inappropriately at this point?
I would say, but I mean, what else do you expect?
Has anybody been like oddly inappropriate to you?
A little bit.
Yeah? Can you tell us? Can you give us a story?
Mostly the circling. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, that's a little bit odd. They'll pass, and then they come back around and kind of circle, and then they start talking to you.
Anything like inappropriate at all today? Or
Not yet. A lot of like drooling nerds, like phoenixes.
That's a good impression.
But
So has everybody been treating you?
a lot of pictures. Her boobs are out, so very weird. Started calling you boobs. Yeah.
We'll keep it. Any inappropriateness, has that happened at all yet?
Well, I'm not the only one doing that. Yeah.
You have to give a story.
There was
Like, just
something.
tell
There
us.
was this one guy that came up behind me and he took a picture of my whole back and my butt and he comes and shows it to me and he's like, oh, this is awesome. And he like takes a bunch of pictures of me and says he's putting them all on Flickr.
Has anything inappropriate happened to you today?
Oh yeah, I've gotten a few ass grabs from behind. I've gotten a few guys come right up behind me and like kind of scooch behind and try to get a cheek feel.
Can you tell us what happened?
What's the most inappropriate thing that you probably
Oh, every time I turn around, people, they're snapping shots of me. But I'm like, you want the front picture too, honey?
You get any weird people want hugs or anything like that?
Sometimes they'll take pictures and be like, can we get closer? And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll make that.
I'll buy that for $1.
We love you, Rodrigo. But since I'm a costume nerd, as you can see, I love going up to people and just asking, like, what do they do? How do they do it? It's just so much fun. It's like Disney World, but for comic book nerds. It's great. I'm Maria, and I am dressed up as X-23.
Disappointment.
My Emma Frost costume.
Is this it?
No.
Africa. Disappointment.
Your face.
Back hair.
Front bear.
Asian Thor.
Sex.
No. General questions, and then we're gonna do word association. I'm gonna say a bunch of things, a bunch of one-word things.
Death and delirium.
Cosplay.
Sex.
Nightmare.
On Elm Street. On Elm Street.
Tranny Wonder Woman.
Awesome.
Filipino Spider-Man.
Sorry?
Filipino Spider-Man.
Bizarre.
Yeah, like walking like that.
Batman.
China. Sex. Robin.
Black Punisher.
Black what?
Black Punisher.
Oh, Punisher.
Black Punisher.
Extra black.
DMX.
DMX's.
Tentacles.
I'm so awful.
We didn't go into like the main.
Okay.
Damn. Man, what that next one so bad.
You can say whatever you want. All right. So is this your first Comic-Con?
Definitely not.
Okay. Give us some insight. Yeah.
She brought me here we're from Jersey. This is my first. This is my third.
Welcome.
Yeah.
This is my third too, but I'm working this year.
Black Punisher.
Where?
Tranny Wonder Woman.
Cosplay. Uncomfortable. You were gonna say delicious. You were totally gonna say delicious, man.
I could be yelled at for this.
Tentacles.
Again? Oh, not again!
Hey, like you're watching Behind the Counter on GFQLive.tv.
You're watching Behind the Counter on GFQ Live TV.
And this is Behind the Counter.
All right.
All right. Part 1 in the can.
That's part one.
Part 1.
Part 1 of a
There's
20-part
more.
series.
Oh, there's always more.
This is going to be the Encyclopedia Britannica of cosplay question and answer.
Every week we'll have a new one. Right, Rich?
Every week. They put me to work. Oh, man.
What's the best Wise Rider? Chill, Rude.
That show don't start till like 8 o'clock, man. The links is one.
Ethernet.
That's the answer.
Hold on. We need tech tips with Rich.
Listen, if your computer's busted right now, throw it out the window. Did you get that picture of that baby I sent you?
Yeah, that's weird.
I couldn't stop laughing. So I was.
I wish I was there.
It went well.
It was really good.
I really regret not making it.
Listen, if you were on the ball, you would have been there with us. It would have been you holding the camera
Yeah.
on yourself the entire time.
I'm so vain.
Look at me at Comic-Con.
You would be there for an hour. That'd be it.
You think I would have lost my mind?
You would have called a cab immediately.
You think so?
I
Yeah.
gotta go.
You would have gotten car service like out of
I
there.
feel like if I was there, I would have gotten into a fight with somebody.
No.
No, they're so nice.
No, I feel like I would have just lost my mind.
I
You
thought
would have picked a fight.
I would have found. Yeah, I would have found
I would've
the
found you.
weakest person doing cosplay and just beat him up.
a little baby dressed as Loki.
Yeah.
That's terrible. You know what? Like Andrew would have walked in, done one round, got some Korean barbecue, called car service, and just wait on the corner for 3 hours to get him.
Wearing a diaper.
Come next year, man. Next year
I'll be there.
Next year, try to get everybody who is on the network who doesn't even like comic books to go.
Well, we should
That
dress
would
up
be
next
fun.
year.
I'll dress up next year.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I'll put that body stocking of Iron Man.
Black Wolverine.
Black Wolverine.
Yeah.
Blackface Wolverine.
Blackface Wolverine.
Let's go to. What's
You think
next?
that? You think people would be insulted by that?
Yes.
You think
yeah.
so?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, man.
Why? How is that insulting?
Anywhere you go,
In blackface.
and especially when there's 1,000 cameras.
Didn't you put on blackface last year for Halloween?
No.
No.
What was it that you wanted to do blackface?
He was Charles Manson.
It was a Halloween show.
You wouldn't let me put a swastika on my face.
Oh
Charles
yeah.
Manson.
No, Jessica wouldn't. She
Yeah.
made the executive decision.
That's a bad idea. A bad idea.
That's what she said.
Put
Yeah.
an X instead.
But she was fine with blackface. That's
she
what
was
it
totally fine with blackface.
Yeah.
Listen, the only way you can get away with blackface is if you were trying to portray the character in the movie Soul Man about the guy who gets into Harvard because they think he's black.
Yes.
Let's run that clip.
That's enough. Why'd you go?
I think we should go to another Comic-Con. I think we should do like Chicago.
We should do Chicago.
I'm dying to go to Chicago.
We should do Chicago and Philly. If you want to get into a fight, come to the Philly Con.
No, I'm not fighting with those maniacs.
They throw berries at you in socks.
Hey, is that Andy Z? You want to fight?
He's like a Australian film.
Why is he Australian?
That's how people in Philly say fight.
Filipinos.
They say fight.
Fight.
Filipinos in Philadelphia.
Filipinos. So next year we should just get like everybody's got to be on the. I do this every year, and I'm like, as soon as that Pro Pass stuff comes out, I'm like, everybody's got to do it, and they're like, I'll wait till the last minute.
That's what I did.
I'll wait till the last minute, dude. Well, you made it in like real
Skin of my
quick.
teeth.
You missed out. My brother missed out. Stoops, our friend, missed out. Bobby,
It's so much
kinda missed
work.
out. It's a form
Well,
online.
the Pro Pass was very easy. Mine was a lot of work.
You run a command center. The 2 sheets of paper you have to fill out isn't work.
But I want to press a button and have it work.
Oh, I got a good idea. Got a good point. You have to show Xena next time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was this big girl who came as Xena. She would have been an awesome Barda if she's watching.
Big girls love Xena.
Yeah.
I loved her.
She
She
was
was a
great.
big girl, but she was delicious.
What was the weirdest thing you saw there? Like the absolute strangest, most bizarre thing.
Vern Troyer.
What?
Vern Troyer.
Which one?
Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer was
Many.
Vern Troyer was like, we walked by and Rich was like, "You want to interview Vern Troyer?" I'm like, "No.
All right. He's a celebrity.
The Boston Chicks response to Bible was toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet.
I saw a really dilapidated Gumby. I kept
There's a lot of
seeing
those. There's a
them.
lot of those.
You can't have like a really sparkling like childhood fantasy Gumby. It's just like the dirty Gumby.
Who was the weirdest thing I saw? The Emma Frost guy was weird,
But he was cool.
but he was very cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed they were weird, but I enjoyed them. Gay Mario and Gay Wario.
Yeah, they were weird too, man. See, because like you know what, from the Emma Frost guy dressed in drag, didn't get a creepy sex vibe from him.
No,
It's just
he
like,
was
you know.
he was a regular dude. That dude was playing Quake about 2 minutes before he came in the place.
Absolutely. I was like, I gotta throw something on. And, yeah, why not?
I got his White Queen outfit.
I'll get some
I just
Starbucks.
happen to have it.
I'll get some Starbucks.
You know what freaks me out about the whole thing? The guys, like the really thin guys, in like the loose Spider-Man outfit that they got from Party City.
That is weird. I think
Yeah.
every year I want to do the same thing. I really want to go as a really out of shape Spider-Man with the rolled up mask and the beard.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like just have it up to here.
the Spidey who's been fighting for 3 days on end.
Yeah, it's or like when Spider-Man loses his costume and he has to go like to the store to go pick up like a novelty costume. That's because he doesn't have time to sew. And he has like the loose arms.
Yeah.
He's got the skin showing. The socks are showing.
I was
Daddy Spider.
I was telling Jonathan, I was like, I would do cosplay. 2 things. One, I would do cosplay if I could somehow incorporate shorts into a costume.
Lobo.
Perfect.
Why can't you go as Lobo? You go as This will be the
All
new
right.
contest. For the next Comic-Con, we will dress up if you request something for us. But Rich is Lobo.
Get jacked up, grow my hair out again, and just be Lobo.
Yeah, man, you'd be a great Lobo.
Number 2, I was talking to the girl yesterday about like, you know what, like this is a weird way to lose friends because, you know, like if we turn around and if I was single and we wanted to go out for drinks with a couple of these beautiful women, I'm sure it could have happened. You know,
hell yeah.
I'm not to sell us short or anything or like talk us up or anything like that.
So
but
you're on TV?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could have happened because like we're whatever. But then I was like, you know what? This is how a guy gets sucked into something that he doesn't really want to do. Where like, for example, like that Black Canary chick who's like a total sweetheart. You know, like, hey, you know, like you'd look great in a costume too. Like, oh really, babe? Like, what costume? You should come do like a really elaborate Hellboy next year. And nobody would see me because I'm trying to get some, and I'm showing a friggin' Hellboy costume, and you get stuck into that weird lifestyle of like, let's go to cosplay parties all the time.
Well, I have a friend of mine who he hosts a Halloween party every year, and he never tells anybody what he is.
Okay.
And then Halloween rolls around, and the dude's got the most amazing elaborate costume he made from scratch. Like one year he was Rocketeer.
Wow.
And he made it completely from scratch.
So you know it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's incredible looking, and like it had the full, it was a brown layer jacket with the fold over, had the jetpack, tucked in boots and everything. I'm like, where do you get this stuff? I'm like, how can you sew? You ride a motorcycle. When you have the time,
So
you have a full time job.
Yeah.
I can never do it.
Long nights. So you say it's not like the Phantom of the Opera reveal where he shows up at the ball in like that awesome costume.
No,
you
know who it is.
Like, oh my god, it's like you walk in and you're like, the greatest costume here is the guy, and he's gonna take his mask off.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be him.
Next year I'm going as Green Arrow.
Do it. That'd be awesome.
I'll grow the thing out and everything.
Color it. You got to go blonde.
Yeah. I am blonde.
That'd be
I dye
awesome.
my hair this way.
Really?
I'm normally blonde.
Hot talk. Next on Hot Talk, hair dyeing secrets from
Blonde
John
pubes.
Adler.
Blonde pubes all the time.
I'm gonna go with Scott Steiner next year.
That'd be amazing.
You need a bodysuit for that, man.
I'm hungry.
No, go as the drug stop working Scott Snyder and wear like the chainmail and like
the tattoo on the chest, the cross.
Deflate it. You could be the Hurricane. That would be a
could be
good
him.
costume for you. So let's all go next year. Let's all dress up like weirdies and enjoy.
I
it.
want to see you as Lobo so bad with a chain wrapped around your arm and everything.
I'll do it.
Who should I be?
I'll do it. Huh?
Who should I be?
Xavier.
Booster Gold.
Xavier's for homeless people and disabled kids.
Why homeless people?
Vietnam vets.
Shave their heads, get the bugs out, and then throw them in a suit in a wheelchair. They can't walk properly.
Chat room. Who would you like to see John as next year at Comic-Con? It's a year from now.
Beast.
I was about to say Blue Beast.
Cat Beast. Cat Beast would be awesome. You got it. That's the thing. You
know who I would love to see him as? Storm.
Oh, Mohawk Storm? I'll do Mohawk Storm.
But then you'd have to. Why are you going back to the blackface thing, man?
I'm gonna go as Iron Man, but naked, just like body paint.
Like Tony Stark right before he goes to bed.
Floppy wanger.
But you have to meet the parameters of like somebody who is reasonable for them to carry a bag or a book bag, and somebody who doesn't have a lot of crap on their face, so you could talk to people and like eat. You know.
I don't eat when I'm there. I'm like a fighter.
But we'll go out to the bar and like have a burger and then come back.
I'm back like a psychopath.
We should just do like stim packs next year, like IVs, just to get the nutrients.
Oh, word.
You know.
Damn, who should I be next year? This is tough.
Willy Wonka. I've never seen a good Willy Wonka comic.
No, because they always go Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, which is the worst one.
Yeah. Only 2 Captain Jacks I saw this year. I was going for 5.
Thank God.
Female Shepherd we saw.
Female Shepherd, yeah.
I think she worked for Square though.
Yeah, she had a really, really good costume.
Yeah.
Who else did we see? No Glob Herman.
No, I'm so disappointed.
We'll never see Glob Herman.
Never know, man.
Never gonna.
Why don't you
happen.
be Glob Herman next year?
That'd be amazing. I'll just get I'll be like a thinner Glob Herman with like the Visible Man suit.
Yeah, you can get like the pink bodysuit.
But it's the face that makes it with the bulging eyes and the skull and everything.
You can patch that on.
If you're listening out there, make me a cosplay of
Glob Herman.
Of Glob Herman.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. I want to go as Tig next year.
Were there a lot of girls that had no idea who they were?
No, everyone was very
informed. Like they knew what they were doing there.
If they were coming out, they were coming out hard. Like
Yeah.
Like Female Gambit was pretty amazing.
Oh, she was awesome. But like
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Why? You don't like the transgender
No,
stuff?
no. Don't swap
the
it.
the Joker, the Joker,
The female Joker, male Harley?
I
was
hate that.
amazing.
Yeah.
There was a Khal Drago Daenerys swap.
Yeah.
It was like Menaris. Her name was Menaris.
Menaris. There was a good Baratheon, and was that supposed to be Cersei, or was that supposed to be
Cersei, yeah, Cersei.
They were pretty good.
Yeah, they were good.
They were very shy
He was
though.
so shy.
Yeah.
She had the parents in the neighborhood.
That's the surprising thing, where like sometimes you talk to the dudes in cosplay, and
so shy.
They're really shy guys. Like the
Nick Fury was shy.
Nick Fury was shy. You know who's not shy? Blue Green Lantern.
No,
Blue Lantern. That guy was not shy at all.
that was funny. Yeah, we went to a Green Lantern, and a lot of my words consist of like leather and like Black Punisher.
Yeah.
And I said, what is it, leather? And he's like, all day, every day.
Yep. All day if I could.
I'm like, oh, all right.
And then you actually said Black Punisher, and he was like, hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I could roll with him. He was into it.
He was funny. Steampunk Green Lantern was another dude. He was good. Like
I wanted to get the She-Hulk that was with him. That was why we came over to him.
Viewer 4233, amazing idea. Everyone should go as members of Sergeant Rock's Easy Company.
Ice Cream Shoulder.
Damn it. Who's that guy? I forgot that guy.
Who the
Redbeard.
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 It's Rock or Ice Cream. Yeah, this
Yeah.
I know the guy you're talking about.
You could be Sergeant Rock, man.
I'll be
That's a good
Rock.
costume for you. Rock and Lobo next year. the oddest pairing.
Brave and the Bold.
Yep.
We'll do a different costume every day of different versions of Brave and the Bold.
Wild Man. That's who it was. Thank you, GFQ viewer 4233.
Who knows Wild Man?
Who is that? We can't know you.
Oh, that's Bobby.
Is it Bobby?
Yeah.
Bobby, change your name to Bobby. Thank you.
Bobby.
So we got.
I'm gonna go as Bobby next year.
You got to do the stroll and pause. It was great.
And then look around where we went.
That was fun. The last day of the con, we did a lot of stuff in Artist Alley, which was arguably the best place to be because it was nice and air conditioned.
Yeah.
People were spaced out. It looked like everybody was accessible except for like the major guys. Like Dan Slott's line was like 2 blocks long.
Yeah.
That dude looked happy as can be though.
Oh, that was the other thing that we I think the abundance was Deadpool's and also Kid Loki's.
Oh, a lot of chicks dressed like Kid Loki.
Yeah.
Big. It's a Tumblr thing.
Yeah.
Big on the Tumblr.
The Tumblr thing is, I think, is synonymous now with the cosplay.
Yeah. You have to get on there and
Tumblr.
So we should build a Tumblr site.
Tumblr's really bizarre. I get very uncomfortable on Tumblr.
I'm on Tumblr a lot.
Are you?
It makes me feel weird.
More than 4chan. Tumblr makes me more uncomfortable than 4chan.
I don't know about that.
I can't do the 4chan.
Yeah.
4chan's hard.
I'll
man.
go.
You know what?
hard Tumblr.
But you know what you're getting yourself into. With Tumblr, you'll go to like a website and it'll be like, oh, look, 2 kids holding hands, and then like a tranny having sex with like a midget.
Ooh, well, you're following the wrong Tumblrs, obviously.
I don't know. That's every Tumblr I've gone to.
Because 4chan is just like, it's just chaos. Like Tumblr, you have some level of control because you're, subscribed to a bunch of different sites.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing trannies getting banged out, you're probably subscribing to a tranny banged out site.
Are you hashtagging tranny?
Tranny banged out.
Tranny banged out. Tranny banged out
Possibly.
cosplay.
That could be it.
Yes, Halloween is a great band. PC guy.
Halloween.
Not too many. I was like, we may be going to a costume party on Saturday for my girl's sister, and I was like, I have no costume. Like, I'm gonna be John McClane, the easiest costume on earth.
Oh boy.
I get myself bloody, get a wife beater and a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm gonna tape the gun to my back.
Go as Thunderbolt's Mr. Hyde.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I have all the stuff ready for you.
You got a big
I should have a
jacket?
GFQ Halloween party.
You should. Too late. I'll be out of the country.
I'll be out of the country and I'll be at a party.
Yeah. I was
planning, Andrew.
I was saying I should just do the devil lock and just be Danzig.
Oh,
Just do like a fat Danzig.
I'll go as Robo.
That'd be awesome. New Robo or old Robo?
Old Robo.
What's up with that new Robo?
I don't know what's up with that.
Have you seen it?
No.
He looks like we're talking about RoboCop, right?
Oh, it's
Oh,
awful.
I was talking about Robo, like Robo from Misfits.
Oh no, my bad.
RoboCop is awful.
New Robo is freaking weird.
He looks like a concept sketch.
Well, no, they have apparently there's like 3 different outfits, right?
Yeah, there's 3 different versions. There's
Yeah.
3 but the one we're seeing now is the finished
It's
copy.
the final.
He's like an unfinished Batman.
Yeah, and he looks like a really crappy PS3 game. Yeah.
He does look
Like he's the star of Prototype 3.
Yeah.
And like
And he has gun hands.
and they gave him a bike.
Yeah,
And it
of
looks
course they give him a
that
break.
one picture. I didn't know we were going to talk about it, but that one picture of him on the bike looks so uncomfortable.
Someone took the picture and drew Batman over him in every picture.
Uh-huh.
And it was very good. It was like spot on.
But what do you do with RoboCop? I mean, what do you do with him?
Nothing.
Fight Afghanis.
Ooh,
That's what he's doing.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, they drop him in Afghanistan to like.
Are you
test him
kidding
out.
me?
I don't know.
to be a cop or just like
No, they
like
test-
in the desert.
In the desert, just
Is
like,
it because like Detroit is like way too accurate to what it was portrayed as now?
more than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that far in the future
No,
anymore.
that movie was a profit.
I mean, they have the best bad guys in the world. They will never be able to, recapture the magic of the first
Robert
one.
Creep.
You have the father from Twin Peaks. You have Red from
Nuke.
Somebody's Show.
Red.
Yeah, Red was. He would inject the kid with nuke, right?
No, that was the next one. That's the bad guy from Manhunter.
Yeah,
Kane.
Kane.
that was the one that Frank Miller completely wrote.
Oh
It
yeah.
was so
He did
dark.
The third one also.
Yeah,
No, the third one was a joke.
Third one was stupid.
It was the worst. When
Yeah.
he flies.
With the two hearts.
Yeah, he flies.
Yeah.
Give him a jetpack.
That's how it ends, right? He goes off flying.
Armored here.
Oh, I saw the commercials for the Superman toys.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like prototype stuff.
Mhm.
The toys are done,
Uh-huh.
but they show stuff from the original Superman Returns movie.
Really?
So it's just like Brandon Routh
Uh-huh.
looking like all the boring crap.
That poor guy. That poor guy. Nobody's gonna.
Got a
ever-
big schmeckle. Got a good
Yeah.
job.
He should have been at Comic-Con. I feel like he would have been in the pseudo celebrity area, like next to Vern Troyer
There's
and Kevin
a-
Conroy.
Well, a lot of celebrities come in costume. Like I think one of the black Batmans that we saw was probably players of the Brooklyn Nets.
It was Talib Kweli.
I love the internets. I love comic books.
We got to wrap it up, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
All right. So
20 more minutes.
they got to do this week in radio and get all the gunk out of this.
This
system.
guy's got to finish doing his fixing his Ethernet card.
Is it this week in radio or is it
This Week in Radio Tech.
this week in radio tech?
Yeah.
So it's
Not just radio. It's
No.
also tech.
Radio Tech.
It's just
Okay.
it's just all tech stuff.
No.
Who is it? Who's on the show?
Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk Harnett.
Kirk Hammett.
he was at the Comic Con.
Kirk Hammett's there. Do you guys
All
play
right.
with you wrap yourselves up with Ethernet cables?
No, that's the other show. That's What the Tech.
What the tech?
That's what I do with Paul Thurrott.
How many tech shows do you have?
3. No, 2.
What
This
about-
one's really not a tech show. It's about radio.
Do you have the video game tech show?
No.
Isn't that like Gamer Weekly? That's all.
Geek Gamer Weekly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Sunday nights.
That's a tech show.
Okay.
In my head, that's a tech show.
3
Why
tech
are we
shows.
not on that show?
Because it's a tech show. That's why we're not on it.
Because we don't know any tech specs.
No,
You could be on it.
I was on it.
I'm not coming here on a
I play
Sunday.
video games. I play video games.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. I'm Rich.
I'm America.
Hell yeah.